Not trying to do
Okay. All right. Welcome everybody. This is the side Jawn. I'm here with my co-host Miss Sharon Mullen. How you doing, baby?
I'm great. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. Today we have a special guest in the building, the owner of the Onpoint Network, Mrs. Delendra. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Um, I wanted to first of all, I wanted to thank you for coming on the show today. That's number one.
Oh,
Um, the other thing I wanted to say is thank you for the award that Talk Yours Tuesday won. I also wanted to say
oh,
that.
it was all your fans and all your hard work. Most definitely.
I'm glad.
Yep.
Thank you to the fans and everything. Me, Sharon, Ron, um, Czar, and
Mr. Hargrove.
Sports Guru, Mr. Hargrove.
Hmm.
Sports Guru. We all, we're all appreciative and we're all very thankful. But a lot of people want to know, what made you start the On Point Network?
The Onpoint Network was probably a dream of mine since I was little. Like my whole class was the class that loved doing music, plays. It didn't matter. You could be a football player and you were in the choir or the band. You were doing something dealing with media or music in my class. And so we've always done things like that. So growing up, I knew that's what I wanted to do. Anything dealing with music, and I love directing. And my father used to always try to deter me from it. He was like, "No, you should be a teacher. You should teach." And I'm like, okay. So I became a teacher, but the whole time I was thinking about, okay, I want this network. I want this TV. I started out as a channel. I wanted it. I wanted it. I wanted it. And when you want something bad, you're going to make sure it happens.
Yeah, yeah. Now you said you started off as a channel.
Yeah, the idea started off as a channel.
Okay.
But what happened was the company that I was supposed to do it from never started anything. They didn't even, we did the launch party and everything. I mean, we had a huge launch party where different people had channels and networks, and we were supposed to start that night. And it was like, okay, we're launching 3, 2, 1. And everybody was like looking on their phones, like, where is my channel then? So it never came to fruition. And I ended up having to do it myself.
So how did you go about like the avenues of starting your own network? Like how did you go about that?
You know what, I'm gonna tell you guys, and I don't know if your listeners are like me, but I believe in God. Whatever he wants to happen, he's gonna make sure it happen. And it's funny because I met my partner in the craziest way. I had just really gotten on LinkedIn and posted about music and everything, and he inboxed me. He was like, "Oh, you do music?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I kept looking at the name, and I recognized the name and couldn't understand why I did. And when we talked on the phone, I was like, "Oh my god, this man that produced everybody." And he was like, and I was telling him what I was trying to do and how it wasn't going good. And he was like, "You know what?" He was like, "These sometimes when things aren't going right, it's not because God doesn't want it to happen. It's because he wants you to do it yourself. You know, sometimes God will allow you to go through things that will make you not work with people. Because if you work with those people, you'll go through more hell than you would if you did it by yourself." So exactly what he
Mm.
said was true. God wanted me to focus on doing it self. So we just kind of did some research. We just did some research, found friends we knew to help us get things started, show us how to get things done, and went from there.
That's nice that you met somebody through LinkedIn and y'all connected together like that.
Yeah.
That is nice. I haven't met nobody on LinkedIn yet, but I wish I do meet somebody that connect me to something like that. That is
Speaking,
nice.
it don't happen. It don't happen.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, that is nice. Now the guy
Yeah.
that you're talking about,
LinkedIn is a valuable tool
It
to
really is.
use. LinkedIn. Hmm.
now the guy that you're talking about, what is his name? That won the Grammys and everything.
Ryan Dimitri Bowser.
Okay.
Yeah, he did a lot. He's not, and I love him because he's not a boastful person. He doesn't boast about what he's done. He's not boasting about what he does now. But if it was me, I'd be trying to toot his horn all the time. He'd be like, "D, don't do that." But he's produced a lot of people, made a lot of great music. So yeah, he's amazing.
That's good. And you are a singer yourself.
Yes, I am.
Right.
You see that?
But for people that don't know out there, she is, an entrepreneur. She's everywhere like broken glass. You got to put those pieces together. She's a singer, she's a minister, and a teacher, and the owner of the Onpoint Network.
You just gonna tell it all, huh?
And I'm my fault. And she cooks because she has a restaurant.
Oh, you just gonna really?
Yes, that I don't know what time she sleep. Let y'all know that now.
No, no
I,
sleep. She's
I don't
team
know
no.
what
She's
time she sleep.
president of team no sleep.
Yeah.
You know what? I got a poster in my office with like I got 6 different posters, and I saw it on social media, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay no $200 for these posters, so I remade them myself. And on the bottom of one of them, I got hashtag Team No Sleep.
Yeah, I told you,
Yeah,
president.
Most definitely. Most
yeah.
definitely. Now, and you do have a lot of shows on there, and one of the shows you have is the one you have about relationships. Now, what made you go ahead, being the fact that you own it, do a show yourself?
First of all, Dennis keeps saying, when you gonna have me on the show? When you gonna have me on the show?
I've been asking her for a year. She ain't put me on the show at all. I just want to let you know. I've been asking her for a year, y'all. I want all my fans, and I've been asking for a year. She ain't put me on the show. Y'all know I love being on
Don't
everybody's show.
don't, because I haven't been having. I only had one person so far on the show, seriously, and I planned because my plans when I first started was to actually go on dates and then do the show, and I was like, do I actually want people to see who I'm dating or? So no, yeah, I did that because one thing I realized as a person that does an entrepreneur, it's hard to date, especially a woman entrepreneur. Men look at me as being a woman who doesn't need a man, and I've learned from several men that they're intimidated, and I'm the most fun person to be around, and I could be just crazy and silly, and but they still are intimidated by the things that I do, and so it's hard to date. And then becoming a minister, oh my God, it's worse because men are like, oh, do I want to date a minister? I'm still the same person. I'm still me. Like just because I'm a minister, I've never changed who I am. So I realized that there are a lot of other women going through the same thing, and so I just wanted to let women know you're not the only one. You're going through it. I know you're struggling. You might have been divorced. You might have had rough relationships. You might have had things that happened to you growing up, but there are people who are going through the same thing that you're going through. So hear my dating chronicles so it can give you some inspiration to still love.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely still need to be on that show. I'll put that out there.
when, I, when I start filming again, Dennis, I will make sure you're going to be the first guest. I promise.
Now I got that on. I got that on wax. Just letting you know that.
Yes, you have that on wax.
I got that on
Don't
wax. But
forget me.
now that
Don't forget me.
Oh yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes,
I want to be on.
yes, ma'am. Now, are you married, Miss Mullin?
No, I am Miss Mullen. I am the chronic bachelorette. Yes, I am.
So
Not
yeah,
saying that I would never get married. I would, but no.
you don't say that. You
No, I
said,
said I would.
oh,
I
you
would.
said
I
that.
would get
Okay,
married. I would.
okay.
I'm not against it. I believe in love. I've never been married, but I've had I've had some really wonderful, loving experiences in my life. I
Mm.
almost feel like I went through a marriage and divorce at least 3 times.
Oh
mm,
wow,
I
mm,
really do because I've had some great loves in my life. In
wow.
fact, so much so, I'm still friends with all of them.
Well, see, and that's what people are like. Why are you still friends with your exes? Because I feel like if you actually love the person, I don't care
Mhm.
what caused you to break up. You're not gonna just mistreat them. You're not gonna. I loved you for a reason, so I
Right.
still be connected to you for a reason.
Mhm. I fell in love with my friend. They
Hmm.
were friends. So, yeah. Yeah. And one of them, let me see. Two of them are married. One of them is not. But we still keep in touch with each other.
Hmm. That's a good
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, your they say your mate, your husband, your wife should be your best friend, and that's how I feel. Like I want to be able to tell you everything.
Yeah. And see, I'm the type of woman, men are attracted to me as a friend
Mhm.
because I don't know, I vibe really well with men.
Mhm.
I have a lot of interest that men tend to like sports and cars and movies and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I have a lot of male friends. So yeah, it's quite naturally I'm gonna fall in love with somebody who I'm friends with. Yeah.
Yes. What about you,
Yeah.
Denny?
Um,
I believe in love.
I do believe in love. I'm not afraid to remarry. Let me say that. It ain't something that I'm looking to jump into, but I'm not not afraid to remarry. It's gonna take my time. We got
Yeah,
time.
you should hear Dennis when he breaks out in love song, singing some
Oh,
Luther or some
what?
whispers or somebody. He'll break out in a love song in a heartbeat now.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can.
Dennis, you can sing, but you telling on me, but you ain't telling yourself, huh?
Oh, he
Everybody
can
know I do.
sing
I'm karaoke then. Everybody know that already.
karaoke. Then
Yeah, I'm karaoke then. It's on there.
hmm I'm karaoke Sharon. They call me chocolate. They call me chocolate on the karaoke circle.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, when it
I need to get in on one of them shows.
when it comes to dating though, as of right now,
Hmm.
I haven't been on a date. To be honest with you, I don't even know what I would do on the first date. To be honest with
Oh my gosh. And what what is it about men? I'm really want to know this question seriously.
you.
That
Okay.
when you get hurt, that you punish every other woman you meet. Why? Why do
No,
men?
I'm not punishing her.
I'm
I
saying
just
like,
like literally like I wouldn't know what to do on the first date.
but no,
Like
I'm not saying you pun. I'm saying like we feel like it's a punishment, but you guys feel like okay, I've been hurt, so I'm gonna just this woman got to pull the rabbit out the hat to be with me. She gotta do this, she gotta do that. When she could be everything you need right there in one person.
Mhm.
okay,
But
Why is it?
men do take it hard. It's like you're saying that you're not punishing women, but then as you are because
Mhm.
you're not sharing yourself with women. You just said you haven't been on dates. Well, you're denying all these women out here from experiencing the great Dennis Holmes on a date,
Exactly.
and you're a great person
I don't know about denying them. I ain't denying nobody.
That is denial.
because
I would like to go on a date. I just don't know where we will go.
oh,
Like
I'll help you.
I think I've lost my super romantic bone that I used to have.
Oh
I have to
no,
get
you
it
got to
back.
get that back.
I might have to get it back. Yeah,
Just
that's
call
the
me on
part that I'm
just,
saying.
just call me on Messenger. I'll tell you exactly what to do. Tell you exactly what to do. That's easy to get that mojo back, honey. You too young for that. Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
You too young.
I might take a girl to a sports bar or something. Like
There's
one of
nothing
my
wrong.
favorite
There's
spots.
nothing wrong with that because you
But
have to
there's girls
see
that like sports bars.
exactly,
Bars. I do. I'm one of them.
Right.
I love going to the sports bar, honey.
exactly.
Not saying I'm
There
not
are
trying to
some.
tell you to ask me out because you in Philly, I'm in North Carolina. That's not gonna work. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying
Oh,
is, but what I'm saying is to be like dating your brother. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is there are plenty of girls out there that would like that, Dennis.
exactly.
We will see.
You just have to listen to them and know what they like, and then you go from there.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm
Your
definitely gonna
time
do
is
that.
to ask somebody out on the date before I get you on the show. Thank you.
Hey, I'll make sure I go on the first date before I get on the show.
Okay.
Can I read a comment, Dennis?
Yes,
We
you
do
can.
have some wonderful listeners. Shout out to our listeners this morning. My sister is in the comments. Her name is Sheila. Sheila said, I believe in love, but will not jump into anything too quickly. Quick isn't always best. I want to be friends first. And that is why I said I am still friends with those I fell in love with
Yeah.
because we were friends.
You
and
know
fell
what,
in
guys?
love.
I'm like,
There you go.
I'm at a point because I always felt like you need to take your time, and I understand what your sister is saying. Like, I took a whole year before my first husband and I got married, and went into just, and then my second husband, we dated a whole year and a half, and he was like my knight in shining armor. He was like my kid's dad. Like, he
Mhm.
became everything I needed, and I'm just like, okay, God, I want to get married in 2021. It's July now, so whoever this person is, it's gonna have to be quick and fast. So, hey, taking my time the first two times didn't work. So, hey, because this gonna be last forever. I'm gonna be like Keith Sweat, make it last forever. We not getting
That's
divorced.
right.
You gonna love me. If you don't like me, go to the other side of the house. We can get back together later on, because you ain't going nowhere. Mm-mm.
Oh, you putting all that pressure on that man, child.
What?
Lord,
Look, he over there nervous now because he got to ask somebody out.
you said 2021. I'm like, it's July now. Ain't but a couple months left. What
But
you gonna
see,
do?
But Dennis,
I don't
but
know.
Dennis, okay, listen. My sister also said, first date, Dennis, you can bless someone and be blessed. And
Exactly.
she said, when men pull themselves from the circuit, they are punishing the great women out there. So she's piggybacking off what I said. You denying these
Uh,
great women from getting to know the great Dennis.
I love your
maybe,
sister.
And
maybe,
you a great dude. This is why everybody loves having you around and on their shows because you're a great guy.
maybe. Uh,
Don't let that don't let that person, we won't talk about her name or anything, but don't let that person convince you
Exactly.
that you are not worthy. You are
but
worthy.
she didn't convince me I'm not worthy, nothing like that.
That's good.
No, I think I just fell in love with just not worrying about somebody else or making sure I gotta make sure they cool or nothing like
Did you
that.
say about not worrying about somebody else?
Yeah, you ain't got to worry.
Okay.
I only got worry. Only really got to worry about my daughter. Other than that, I ain't really got to worry about nobody else.
Okay, but I want you to think about, I want every man that's listening right now to think about this. If you have a daughter, mother, sister, aunties, which you have some type of female in your family that you just so love, wouldn't you want her to be loved by someone if you were not here today? If something happened to you today and you were no longer here, wouldn't you want a man in her life that would love her like you love her?
Yes,
So that goes
but
back
There
to,
you go.
that don't mean that they have to be together.
oh my God.
Let me put that out there. Yeah, now, see, I got to put that all the way out there. Now, that don't mean that they have to be together. There's people out there that love people like I love people, but they ain't together.
You know
It's
what?
just the genuine love that they have for each
I'm
other.
gonna need y'all to stop that. I'm gonna need y'all to come back to the marriage part, because we need, in order to build our community back up, we need love. People to understand what genuine love is. We need people to know what marriage
Mhm.
and the importance and why it's so blessed to be married.
Yeah. And
Yes, it
being
is. It is
together is
blessed
a
to be
good
married. Marriage can be a good thing, or it could be miserable.
Yeah, it
It
can be bad.
depends on what was your thoughts on going into that marriage.
but that's just like a job or anything else, Dennis, or
Yeah,
any other relationship you have with any other person on earth. It can either be a great thing or it can be a disaster.
yeah.
When you go work for other people, you don't know how that job is going to turn out. It may start out great in the beginning and end in a divorce when you leave, either on your terms or theirs. That's the chance that you take. We all made to take risk in this world. Everything cannot be safe. And I, for one, I've been hurt in relationships too, but I still believe in love. I do welcome it. Um, like you, I haven't been out on a date, so to speak, in a while.
All right.
I've seen men and talked to men. COVID has a lot to do with my thing, though. So
Mhm.
because of my various illnesses and stuff, I have to stay away from people right now. But when COVID is, when the pandemic is over, I guess, and things open back up and people start actually venturing out again, hey, if I get asked on a date, I'm going. I'm
I had a
going
guy
if I
ask me
if
on a
I
virtual
like the
date.
guy, if I'm gonna go.
I actually went on a virtual date with this guy.
Man,
Yeah,
I
I
did
what you
that.
have on?
Yeah, I met this guy,
I
this
did that
Caucasian guy.
too. That's
I was at the
fun.
park and he cashed out me the money and told me to go buy me something, whatever I wanted to eat. He said to
Oh,
buy
now
it.
that's what's up.
Yeah, and he was like, pick a movie out and we're going to watch it virtually together and we're going to eat together and everything. And it was cute. I was like, hey, I was like, I never thought about that. But that was like, and we had so much fun. It was like we were right there together.
That was a great idea.
Yes.
June.
Wow, I did a virtual day, but ours wasn't as intricate as that. That sounds like that's a great idea, really.
Like we had,
Wait,
it
wait,
was
hold
like
on,
we
hold
were
on.
right there
You
with
had a virtual date too?
Yes, I did.
What in the
And what we
hell?
did, I'm gonna tell you what we did. We were both watching a show together that we
him.
both love at the same time, and we were on Zoom watching the show, cracking up. You know how you say lines before they happen,
Mhm.
or after they happen, you pick out lines and you laugh about them and everything. That's what we did. And we lasted the whole 2 hour movie. We were sitting there, and it was so much fun to catch up with them because I hadn't seen them since before the pandemic,
See,
and it
Dennis,
was
now you
great.
got to go one. We
I'm kind
working
of
on dates.
I'm kind of too freaky for a virtual date. Uh,
Oh Lord, have
You
mercy.
good. See,
Lord have mercy,
I just gotta
Jesus.
keep it real. I'm
Help him, Lord.
a
that was
little
an
bit too freaky
excuse.
for a virtual date.
Help him. Help him, Lord.
I
That was an
kind of like to feel on a little bit of booty or something. I don't know.
you ain't finna have sex with no woman on no first date. No way.
I ain't say have sex. I said feel on a little bit of booty. Nobody said nothing about no intercourse. I
Well,
ain't said. I
rubbing
said
on booties. Y'all
Okay, but Dennis, can't you imagine the booty?
no.
exactly.
You can't imagine no booty. You talking about?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
close to booty.
That will make you want her more when you
Yeah.
do see her in person.
no.
You
You
gotta
feel
walk
on
by the
You
feel on
camera.
the booty. I need to
catch a
know.
glimpse. You catch a glimpse while she's getting up. You catch a
Exactly. Just
glimpse
gotta walk by the camera. Just
of
tell
the booty.
just
Nah,
walk by the camera,
nah.
boo. Walk by the camera.
I got to feel on some booty. That's just
Catch it
me.
back up a little bit and turn around and bend. Yeah, do that
Exactly.
for me. Boo. You can do
Exactly.
that.
From my accent, I'm gonna say, "Hey, baby, go ahead, grab your ankles for me." That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you can say.
They ain't gonna grab my ankles. You talking about
Let's,
no
let's,
first date? She ain't
Oh,
gonna grab
well,
my ankles.
it may not have to be the first date. Maybe save that for the third or fourth date.
I gotta wait 4 dates to to get some booty.
Oh
To feel
God,
on
why
some
you getting
booty.
caught up in the
always
numbers?
thirsty.
You just always moving the goalposts. You keep getting caught up on the number. Come on now, Dennis.
You right. You right. I told you.
The
Just me.
point is, you know what we're trying to say to you.
He's trying to find an excuse. That's
I'm a
all.
I'm a
This what he doing, Delendra.
reach out
Keep
and touch guy.
Mm-hmm.
ducking his eyes.
I'm a reach out and touch guy. That's what I am.
Okay, we can reach out and touch after you had that first date. Thank you.
Uh,
But
okay.
yeah, but Mr. Delendra, I just wanted to ask you, how do you find time to actually find personal time to even experience a date, given all the roles, all the hats you wear, and the things that you do? How do you even
Mhm.
find that time?
And I don't know, and that's the problem I'm having now because I realize that I don't have much time right now. So
Do,
when
do
it
you
comes,
have like an assistant that helps you manage your time, or a system in place for yourself that you use to manage your time?
I just have a system myself. I just try to organize my day. Um, like I tell people all the time, because people have a tendency of thinking that I never do anything. But when you're sleeping, I'm woke. So I have to, my time for me getting more done is late at night when nobody can call me, inbox me. I'm up working. But I've learned as far as dating, that's why I'm really trying to organize my time more because I do want that person in my life. And I know they're going to want my time because I promise y'all, when I start dating, y'all gonna know it. I'm gonna be all on Facebook. Me and my boo, so y'all can stop calling, you know. But I know I need to organize my time for a person to be in my life because I want to spend that cuddle time. I want him to feel on my booty, but he got to be my man. He got to be my husband. So he can't be just
You
not the
gotta
first
be your
date.
man to fill in your booty.
Not the first date. Then is now.
right?
Yeah, my
It
sister.
go right with the hug. Like it go
That's
right
what
with the hug to fill in the
No,
booty.
no, 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 no,
all
no.
day
Dennis,
want to put
Dennis, my sister put in the comments, no touching the booty on the first date.
exactly.
What is
That's
this?
the rule.
What is this booty limits? When is the what? You
Well,
can't
I'm
fill on
telling
no
you,
booty.
listen, let me tell you something. Let me, I guess this must be how we were raised because we didn't play that, especially me. Don't touch me on the first. Don't be touching me like that. You can hug me. That's about it. And then I'm a chesty woman. So the way you hug me, don't be hugging me,
No, you didn't have
trying
the
to get a
touch of
feel up
it.
top. Right? I'm saying?
You didn't
Because
do
you know the
So I
difference,
gotta give
booty.
you. So now I gotta give you a church hug.
exactly.
No, not necessarily a church hug. But don't be smashing all into me like that, I'm your long lost auntie that you ain't seen in 30 years and you got to smash me that hard. No, do
All
not do
that
that.
talking we was doing, I just want to feel you. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
I felt
No,
all them late nights and early mornings we was talking
no,
and
sir.
good morning booze. All that leads right into feeling on that booty. All of that.
No,
But see,
no.
you're saying that the way you're talking is like whoever you want to feel on, you not already communicating with them. That's a different thing. Y'all got a whole
Yeah,
relationship.
I didn't express all that in the first 20 minutes conversation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't
Delendra,
express all that.
June Pierre in the comments is asking, when can we touch the booty then? When?
I mean,
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, June. Thank you.
ever.
It,
Truthfully though, it depends on you and that person. Like what Dennis
right.
said made a lot of sense because you have to feel that person out. It might be a person that you've talked to on the phone and video chatted and you are on that level. Yeah, when you first see each other, girl, I'm gonna feel on your booty. You just have to know the person you're dating to know whether you can feel on their booty. Simple.
Yeah, it's
Just
not
don't.
a hard fast rule. There's not a rule saying, okay,
Yeah,
date number 2 you can do this, date number 3 you can do this, date number
exactly.
4. It's not a hard fast rule like that.
Mm-mm. You just have to know the
Because
person.
for me it depends on the person in the relationship, how you
Mm-hmm.
met, how have you connected, did y'all fall out once already and then you come back to them and say, okay, I'll give you another chance. That makes
Mm-hmm.
a difference because I'm not really
Yeah,
feeling you touching me if we're going through some issue or something and we have to overcome already early
exactly.
in our relationship. I'm not really feeling you touching on my booty.
But see, that's one thing I say in my dating show. First, you have to know yourself first. You have to know what you want in a relationship, or even if you want a relationship, and you have to be honest with the people that you're trying to date or talk to, and let them know in
Right.
the first minute, hey, this is what I got going on. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. So basically, when
Mhm.
you meet each other, yeah, if that's what you told them, I want to feel on your booty, and that good, then that's y'all.
Well,
But
just like in any relationship with any person, honesty is always best.
true,
And I think a large reason why relationships don't work is due to a lack of honesty and
mm-hmm,
failure to communicate.
true,
That's basically what it comes down to. So I agree with you, Delendra. You just have to communicate
mm-hmm.
and you have to be honest with whoever the person is about what your expectations are, what you're looking for, and what you're not,
That's true,
and
very
what you're
true.
going to take and what you're not going to take. And I'm very honest about that.
Yeah, I try to get a blueprint out. You know exactly. You know the things that
Brent.
you like, you don't like. What are y'all laughing at? I'm trying. What's so funny?
I can feel it coming. Go ahead, go ahead.
I just said I try to get a blueprint out of what I like, I don't like, and how I'm gonna feel on the booty on the first date.
I see.
I'm
I
just letting
knew
you
it
know.
was coming.
See, I knew it. I knew it.
Just
I
I'm
knew it.
letting you know. I'm being bluntly honest. I'm trying to feel on your booty on the first day. I need to know if it's hard, soft. I gotta know.
So,
Hmm.
do you sleep on a hard bed with a hard pillow or a soft bed with a soft pillow?
It depends on what night it is. Sometimes I don't even sleep on the bed. Uh, depends on what I'm drinking. If that yak is in, I might not make it to the bed. I might be on the floor.
I'm just trying to help the women out there because they want to know if their booty need to be hard or soft.
Oh, it needs to be.
So does
It
it need to
can't
be
be.
an
It
athletic
can't be one
booty?
of them real hard booties.
Does it need to be an athletic booty, or does it need
No,
to
no, I
be
don't want no athletic booty.
or does it need to be a regular what you call a twerk booty? See, a
Yeah,
twerk booty and an athletic booty is two different things.
two different things.
Yeah, but everybody ain't got that twerk booty. You could be in the middle. You know what I mean? can't really twerk, you know what I mean? But you could certain
Oh,
moves
Lord.
you could get it together, like that. You could be in the middle, you know what I mean? That's good.
Okay, okay. Because you can train her. You can train her. I
Okay.
understand.
But as far as managing your entrepreneurship
Hmm.
roles and your personal roles with people, um, on the job, let's say on the job, and you're dealing with people, with vendors or other people who work with you or your partner, what suggestions do you have for our listeners out there on the best way to communicate your expectations with them?
Oh, well, I'll tell you guys, I'm the type of person who will deal with a lot. I think my personality has people befriending me to the point where they feel they can say anything, do anything, or just do whatever around me. But I've learned I had to change roles even in through business, because even though my personality is a friend type person and I feel like I can be friends with anybody, I can connect with anybody, when it comes to business you have to give a whole nother hat. You have to be that professional person who tells people what you allow, what you won't allow, and go from there. Because if you don't, you're going to have people that's going to try to run over you. You're going to have people that try to hurt you, use you. And as an entrepreneur, you have to learn who you let in your inner circle, who you let know what you're doing and how you're doing things, because you have people that are willing to be in your business in order to become who you are, and then turn around and try to destroy who you are so that they can take over. So I've learned that throughout the years that who I am sometimes has to be a totally different person when it comes to business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's different than, yeah, your business persona versus your personal persona can be a little different at times.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find, are there times when bringing your personal persona into the business arena actually helps you though?
It does. I mean, I can actually say that there are people that I've met growing up, even from high school up, that were friends, and I can call upon right now because they know the genuine me. They know who I am. They know the crazy side and they know the genuine side. And they know that I'm a go getter. So they, I have friends right now that are very famous, and one thing they always tell me is, D, you have to pay attention to who's around you, because sometimes who's around you will stop me from helping you. So I've learned that even though I might be the person that they love and care about, who I have around me in my circle will hinder me at the same time. So being who I have been my whole life has helped me, but at the same time, it has hindered me at the same, a
Hmm.
great deal.
Has there been a time where you have actually had to let go of people from your circle that you've known for a while? And if so, how did that go down? What did you do? How did you handle it?
I'm a person who always try to help people wherever they are in life.
Mhm.
um, I see people for who they can be and who they are at the time. So I'm always trying to help people. So I realize that sometimes you can't help people because some people don't want to be helped. They just want to be who they are. They want to be that the person where they are, even though they say, "Hey, I want to do this and I want to do that," and you're like, "Okay, what can I do to help them?" But in reality, they're good where they are. Those are the people that you have to let go of. As an
Mhm.
entrepreneur, your mindset is always pushing forward. So you can't surround yourself around people who are trying to be stagnant or people who are trying to always look back. I'm sorry, looking back will get you messed up every time. That's like people talk about Salt, Saul's wife in the Bible, but that was in the Bible for a reason. Because when you
Mhm.
look back to foolishness, you always get caught up in foolishness. So I've
Mhm.
learned when I have people that want to stay where they are or want to go back to where they are, you have to release yourself. Sometimes it's a good process because it's okay. Some people are good with the fact that, okay, I don't have the time right now. I try to let people know I don't have time for a lot of communication. So if I let you in my circle and I'm giving you my time, don't devalue my time. And if I
Right.
see you doing that, I gotta let you go. I have
Mm.
to let you go and move forward. Some people don't like that
Amen.
because people want to be needed and wanted by anybody. And when you tell them that you're done, oh, it can be kind of bad. But
Yeah.
you deal with that and you move forward.
Hmm.
That's
I
cool.
think
So
what,
you okay? Go ahead, Shan.
no, go ahead, Dennis.
No, I was realizing that you kind of got the thing that I got. Hope for the hopeless, like a penny with a hole in it. Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of got that same situation. You know.
I do too. I want to help people and save people. I
Mm,
have a, I want to save the world mentality. I'm always trying to think of ways that I can help people, random people, people I don't even know. And I'm like, well, you're not in their circle, Sharon. You got to step back. You don't want to overwhelm people because what I find is that my sister and I, we love very hard. Okay. And when we love, we don't mind showing that we care to even to people that we don't know very well. But what happens is sometimes you can um you can almost overwhelm people
true.
to the point where they're looking at you like, what's wrong with her? You know what
True.
I'm saying? Because you have a random person who's not necessarily your friend, their colleague, let's say, somebody you know on Facebook or someone you met through someone else, and
Mhm.
something will go down with them. And the first thing I think of is, okay, what can I do to help them? Hey, if you need something, just call me. Hey, I'm gonna come over there. Let me do this. And then you find them looking at you like, you're not my friend. You're not really my, you're not, I got girls for that. I don't really need, you feel it. You can
Mhm.
feel it. I'm a vibe person. I really live off vibes and I can feel energy very well, even virtually. You can feel
Mhm.
it. And so I find myself having to pull back with that care and that love sometimes
Mhm.
because people who are not very close to you tend to think they get what I call weirded out by it. Like,
That's so true.
for that. I don't need you, you know. But so even in business, that can be the case. And that's why what I was getting at. Again, if you're just joining us, we are talking to Delendra Peterson, CEO of the Onpoint Network. Yay! Shout out to Delendra. And getting her perspective on some things. And I had a question about being an entrepreneur. Have you always decided that you wanted to be what I call a serial entrepreneur, where you have your hands on many things, or were you single focused on one and then out of that grew other ideas?
Whew. God, I'm gonna tell you it, and I'm finna help some people right now because I promise you, it's some people that's right here where I'm at right now. Growing up, I come from a family of people that can do anything. And
Mm,
it's like whatever you put your hands on, you learn it, you figure it out, and you love doing it, so you continue doing it. You know, like when I was coming to visit my grandma during the summertime, she would make peanut brittle, and I would learn how to cook and bake. And when I got older, I was like, God, why have you given me so many different skills? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I didn't know my purpose. I was just as lost as I could be. Didn't know where I was. I could do so many things. But when I really focused and started focusing on myself and trying to figure out who I was as a person, I realized that everything that God allowed me to learn was for a purpose and a reason. If you look at me from back when I was younger and you look at my life now, you'll see God has surrounded everything that He has given me, every talent, into one facility where I'm at. It's amazing because when you have multiple streams of income, you can see yourself becoming that six-figure person, that millionaire person. Those people didn't become who they are overnight. They learn the ins and out of becoming that person. A lot of people that are millionaires or billionaires have multiple streams of income. So I'm telling each one of you right now that are watching, all those different talents and skills and characteristics that you have are not in vain. You just have to learn how to use them and incorporate them into different streams of income, such as why was I learning how to bake when I was little? Well, my kids and I opened up a carry out kitchen. Why was everybody in my family always singing and playing an instrument? Well, I love music. and then I take that and I put it into movies. So, I mean, those are just two things. And my personality for loving people, it allows me to do interviews. It allows me to do speaking, and didn't know God was gonna make me preach. So hey, you have to learn yourself in order to become the person you are as an entrepreneur. You're not meant to suffer. You're not meant to go to a 9 to 5 and hate it. If you're going to a 9 to 5 right now and you hate it and you're having the worst time in life, you are not walking in your purpose and you will never be happy.
All right, now I gotta ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Being the fact that you're a music lover and me and Sharon are music lovers, so we had this conversation on Talk You Ish. So I
Uh-huh.
want to know who is your favorite female vocalist.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Or if
Hands
you was to pick a number two, who would be number two?
down. Patti LaBelle.
Okay, I can live with that.
I can see her
this,
right now.
this must be a this must have been a bad discussion.
No, no,
Well,
no. We was having a discussion. I'm cool with Whitney Houston.
it was a good discussion.
It was a good discussion.
I mean, that
Yeah.
girl
I
had
just didn't have Aretha Franklin as number one, and the sports guru came at me and was upset.
oh.
Yeah, I had Aretha number one and Whitney number two
Hmm.
because it wasn't. But see, but you asked her who her favorite was, and see that wasn't our question. Our question was not our favorite. We said who was the greatest
Hmm.
female R&B singers of all time, our top 10.
That's
And
what
so
it
I said Aretha Franklin was one and Whitney was two.
Hmm.
Um, but so if anybody says Whitney is in their top three, I'm happy. If she
Exactly.
slips beyond three, then I got to give you the side eye.
I mean,
That's
your
is.
just
favorite
me.
is always gonna depend on the person you are. Like, I'm a more lyrical, loving person, and Whitney made a lot of songs that were just. Now, when you want to just, go at a man, that was Aretha. She could belt out some songs. That
Mm-hmm.
she came out that church with them shoes off, kind of singing.
That's right. That Mr. When she came up with that Mr. Feel Good. Ooh,
Baby, I
what?
bet her daddy was like, "Lord have mercy, my child,"
Yes,
but
he
that
was.
girl made that song.
What was your favorite Whitney Houston song? If you had to pick one that
Uh,
you would put first, which one would it be?
I will always love you, not because it's the one that everybody out, but it's because of the lyrics. And I know it's not her original song. I know,
Mhm.
it was well, I can't think of her name right now. The
Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I know that was her song, but
Mhm.
it just Whitney took it and made it her own. And every time I listen to the lyrics, like, that's how I feel about my two ex-husbands and my current ex-boyfriend, who should be my husband. If you watching, thank you.
Ooh,
Anyway, um,
y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here first on the side, Joan. On the
On
side,
the
Joan.
side, Joan. She
I,
done
But
let
whatever
loose on the
whatever your
side,
name
Joan.
is, I hope you listening. Whatever your name is.
Whoever you are, you
it's
better
never gonna happen. It's never gonna
you
happen.
better lie to her and tell her that you bumped into COVID or something. You know, whoever you are.
It's not gonna happen. But yeah, the song is just has a lot of meaning to it. So I feel like it's a song that can be. It's a timeless song. I feel like there's
It
a
is.
big difference between singers now and singers back then. Singers now are not making timeless songs. They're just making
No.
a song for 5 minutes. I like those timeless songs. Mm.
Yeah, you know what mine is all the man that I need.
Oh, girl, yeah, that's
Oh
my song.
girl.
That,
When you talk about some lyrics,
yes,
if you just look at the lyrics, you don't even think about the song and how powerfully she sings them. But
yes,
all the man that I need,
girl. Mm.
he fills me up. Oh, he
Yeah,
gives me love, all the love that I've never seen. Oh my goodness gracious. That's it. That's
Wait till
it.
I get married. I'm gonna sing that one for you, girl. I'll be like, yeah, I'm be like just like Whitney.
Oh yeah, yes,
I'm
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll keep that in mind because
mine's
the song will be sung at the wedding reception somewhere.
Yes.
It'll be in there. Hmm.
mine's is you know, $1 million bill. That's my joint. I like that one.
I believe it.
I believe.
I do. I believe it. Now with Aretha, it's hard for me to pick a favorite. I know I have actually said this on social media what my favorite is
Oh,
Hmm.
because it was the first Aretha song I remember as a little girl ever hearing,
Hmm.
and that was "Baby I Love You."
Oh yeah, that is a good song.
That's that's the first Aretha song I remember. It was on a little cassette tape my mother had of like the best of Aretha,
Hmm.
and it was track one, and I called myself doing something. Okay, I'm gonna play this tape. What is this? I didn't know who she was. I was really little, and put it on, and the song came on. I was like, oh, okay, Aretha. Yeah,
She just had that soul. She had so much soul
yeah.
in her.
She's the queen.
Yeah.
Just no one can touch her for me. That's that's just me.
I, I definitely hear that. Yeah, I'll let y'all have that one. I had Beyonce as number one. That's why I had as my number one was Beyonce.
She was number three for me. It was Aretha, Whitney, Beyonce. And I don't want to make this a conversation about her or anything, but it really bothers me that people talk about Beyonce and say that she can't sing. It just it's like
Trick
you're
Daddy.
showing your ignorance. The woman has range, incredible range, and you can tell. And no one breathes better singing. Nobody has that breath control like Whitney and Beyonce. It's just unmatched. But then most of them that say this, Delendra, what I find is they don't know anything about breath control. They don't
No.
know anything about vocalization. So when they make these statements, I just look at them and just control my anger and just look and don't say anything.
I always tell people try to sing the song and sound like the singer. If you can't, then please close your mouth. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one. I ain't never think of that. That was good.
Hmm.
That was good. Now, what new things do you have going on in the Onpoint Network?
Well, we have a company actually came to me and and said they were going to just redo the whole network for me. Like literally, they right now the Amazon is down because they're revising it. I don't have to pay anything. I don't have to do anything. It's like a $40,000 gift. They're just like, boom, here you go. So they're
Wow.
redoing everything. They're upgrading everything to so I could be on the level with Netflix and Hulu. And I'm just like, thank you God for that opportunity. We just filmed a movie for Ejanae, her book "What Death Do We Part." So it will be coming out in August. We're getting ready to film two movies back to back afterwards. Stories told to a barber, and then my book, Diary of a Hurt and Confused Wife. And we're working on some documentaries. We actually have some amazing, famous people that are going to be on this documentary, and some amazing local and area people that will be on this documentary. I think it's going to be a documentary that's really going to touch the world and really going to show people a whole nother side of African American people. Um, and we're looking forward to next year doing a film festival, which we hope to do every year along with our award show. So we got some amazing things getting ready to happen.
Speaking of that award show, I do want to see it. See how it all unfolds.
It's gonna be on soon. I that's my fault. We were gonna do it live, and I said no. I'm glad we didn't, and the reason I because we were having so much fun, and it was it was nice, but then it was laid back and fun. We were being really silly. So it's a lot of stuff that I need to cut out for people to see it.
Oh,
But it was nice.
So it's
oh.
in the editing stages right now.
Oh yes, ma'am. Cause it's some
Okay.
stuff
Heavily edited.
we were cutting up. We were
Hmm.
cutting up. But yep, we had some amazing performers too to come. We had Zoski out of Tuscaloosa. We had the Wonder Twins. We had Miss Tria. Miss Tria came in and tore the house down. This girl, she had some songs that I was like, "Are you up there with Aretha and all them?" Because baby, those songs had men like, "I want that song." So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, she has some
Hmm.
amazing stuff. I hope that she really pushes her music to get on, the next level because this girl wrote some songs that were just even if she couldn't sing and she was just singing the songs, you just be like, oh my God. I was sitting there like, okay, this is for my future husband. Okay. I need to send that to my ex, yeah. So we were just
Wow.
yeah, she has some good stuff. So if you guys haven't checked out, check out Miss Trio with a Z at the end. She is really amazing. So yeah.
How do you spell it? TR
TRILLZ, Miss Trills.
Trills. Okay. Miss Trills. And
I'll
what
try
is
to send you
and
guys her link and stuff when we get off so you guys can have it. But she's really good.
and what's the name of your book? You said it earlier.
My first book, The Diary of a Hurt and Confused Wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When y'all read that book, that was like,
She got. I told y'all she everywhere like broken glass. She got a book too.
well,
I
see,
don't know what time she sleep. I'm telling y'all. I
but
don't know.
no, that was my dad's fault because I'm daddy's little girl. I called my daddy one day crying so bad. And I mean, I could not stop crying. And my dad is the type of father that when I cry, he just want to lay down beside me and cry too. So he was like, "Look, I
Mm-hmm.
can't be on this phone with you. Whatever it is, write it down. just write it down." He's like,
Got
"So,
it.
so that's how that first book started. I couldn't talk to my dad, and I talked to him about everything, and so I just
Mm-hmm.
wrote it all down.
Were you a dad? Are you a daddy's girl?
Girl, yeah.
Me too. I was. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a daddy's girl. What was the name of your second book?
One last try, and it's with Bishop Marcus Hill. It's a book just basically both of us. We never met face to face ever. We just talked virtually and on the phone, and we was talking about what we went through in marriages. And both of us said we wish we could give it one more try. And then we started saying, well, what would we do? And we wrote this book, to help people. It's like 30-day activities that you do with your mate back and forth to try to give it one more try. Sometimes you just need that extra 30 days or that extra 60 days to try it one more time. And you have to see
Mm-hmm.
yourself like, what am I doing wrong? I might feel like I'm the best person in this marriage or relationship. In actuality, when you start looking deep in yourself, you realize you were doing a lot of wrong stuff. So that's what this does.
Okay. That sounds very interesting.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
y'all got deep in that book.
Baby, we got a whole show. We started a show from it. And
You got another show?
yeah, called One Last Try. Bishop got mad with me because he was like, I'm a bishop and you're a minister, and there's a section in the book where it says communication. I need to tell you what I want sexually from you. And he was like, he just looked at me like, you better not say nothing out the way. I'm like,
You got to.
You do
That
have
ain't.
to be
That's bad
careful.
communication.
But you do have to be.
Tell him that you want him to feel your booty on the first date. Just let him know.
Oh
That's all I'm
no,
that,
saying.
no,
that is true,
no.
though, Dennis. That is true. You
That's
have
all.
to know.
Gotta know.
I want you to feel that booty on the first date or not. True.
All right.
But you do have to be careful as a minister and how you say things to the public. You do.
That is true. And I
You
guess he
do.
thought I was just gonna be like, just saying
Like,
everything.
yeah, like back that thing up. No, you're not gonna say it like that.
Or you just come on there and say what that mouth do though, something like that. You
Oh,
can't just come.
stop.
You can't come on there and say stuff like that.
Well,
Now,
it's the
I can
second
say it.
time. That's the second time I heard you say that this week, Dennis. We're gonna have to have a conversation.
You're gonna have to
We're
watch
gonna
your
have to have
mouth
a talk.
now.
We're gonna have to
Know
talk.
what you say.
Wash my mouth off with soap.
Yes.
I got some bourbon. I don't know.
Oh
Ooh.
yes.
Now, I love bourbon. Man. That's my favorite. But yeah.
Well, while y'all
Okay.
talking, I will be having my own wine coming out, and people gonna be tripping. The pastor got wine,
Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, hold up. You got a wine coming out too?
huh?
You got a wine coming out too?
Uh,
Yes, I did.
okay. So media,
Mm-hmm,
movies,
mm-hmm,
restaurant,
Book.
podcast, books,
mm-hmm,
wine.
mm-hmm.
What else?
Um, music agency where I help artists and
Music
models.
agency.
Mm-hmm. And then
That's
I do
7.
branding. I have a clothing line that I just secretly push, and then
Clothing.
um,
That's the one you got on?
then I do branding. Like if someone sends
9.
their jewelry and stuff, I will brand it and tell people to buy it and stuff like that. So yeah,
Okay. So that's 9.
I'm
One
adding
more
one
for the
more, but I'm not
one
saying.
more for the thumb.
Yeah, I'm adding
You
one
do
more.
what?
I'm gonna add one more soon, but I'm not saying what it is yet.
Okay. Yeah, don't
Okay.
speak on it yet. Just do it. And
Yeah.
yeah. Come back and let us know. We'll have you back on the show to introduce your new your other thumb.
See, when she come back, she gonna be at 15. We gonna be like
Yes, I'm
this.
going cause I gotta get my 6 to 7 figures. I'm behind.
Well, see, my goal is 8 streams. You talking about working on your 10th. Man, I gotta hurry up.
Girl,
I ain't got nothing like that.
I'm at 3.
I think I'm at probably
all
4.
mine work together. Everything I'm doing just works in together. So
Hmm. That's true.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm at 4.
Okay. I'll be shooting you. Like I said, I'll be shooting you my resume. So
yes, ma'am.
we'll collaborate.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. June said he wants your info because you got your own wine.
He
The
said,
guru
"What now?"
said, June said he wants your info.
Oh,
He said, give
why?
me
For
her info,
why are you
please.
trying to date me? Which one?
I don't think it's a date. I think it was more so a business.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just
think
trying to
it's
make sure, June, because I'm trying to get married in 2021. Just making sure.
June. Ask can you fill on her booty on the first date, June.
Whatever.
Crazy.
She trying to get married in 2021. You should be at least able to fill on her booty on the first
First of
date.
all,
I think everything should just, let's move forward with this. That's all I'm saying.
whatever. Then you look. I don't know what God is going to do. I just know that when I get up and preach something and I speak it, He makes it happen. So I don't know who it's gonna be. It could be somebody that I've already known. I don't know.
Never know who you bump into. Never know.
Exactly. It could be somebody I know from when I was a little child, and we be like, "Oh, I love you," and get married.
And you might have went through all that stuff so you knew how to handle the man that you're gonna get.
I know exactly, exactly.
Well,
But a lot of people don't realize that when you've gone through so much, the reason you can't excel in business and being an entrepreneur in personal life is because you're still carrying that baggage. And I had to learn how to carry that baggage. And then when I realized the baggage was getting too bad where I couldn't carry it, I had to go get I had to go see a therapist because people hurting you will definitely mess you up.
It sure will. It
Hmm.
causes fear. It implants fear and doubt in you. And everyone that I know that is a successful entrepreneur has told me you have to overcome those feelings of doubt and fear in order to break through. And without doing it, they could not succeed in what they're doing.
That's true.
And and I'm telling you, just speaking publicly, I don't mind being vulnerable for a bit. That is what's going on with me, because
Hmm.
I've been through 6 years of trauma the
Hmm.
past 6 years and going into the seventh. And it's like, okay, I need to get some help with this so I can get over it.
Hmm.
Because my brand, we'll talk offline about it, Delendra, but my
Yes,
brand has ebbed and flowed. But there was a time when everybody that was anybody in the scene of Durham, North Carolina knew my name.
wow.
Now it's like, where is she? Oh yeah, I remember that girl from 6 years ago. Where is she? Where is she now?
Hmm.
Well, fighting to get that back is a process. And you're right, you do have to overcome some things and get some help with it. So that's the direction I'm going in for this second half of 2021. So we
Yes.
can fit strong and get ready for 2022.
that's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
And Again, this has been the side joint. And I don't want you to get confused when you tell people, "Oh, I was on the show this morning. I was on the side joint." Now, you may not notice, but Jawn is a noun in Philadelphia. If you look it up in the dictionary, it's known for a person, place, or a thing. So when you tell somebody you was on the side joint, they gonna think that you was, with some married man's girl, or something like that. No, that's not what it was. This is more of a show where we talk about any and anything. And today I thought it'd be a great day for us to give you your flowers while you're still here. You being a black woman that is owning her own network.
Well, thank you.
Yes, and
Yes.
I want to thank you for coming to do the show.
Oh, welcome. I appreciate you guys.
Can you tell everyone where to find you on social media? Give all your social media links.
Yes. The easiest way to find the On Point Network is everything is On Point Network or On Point TV. And the website for On Point Network is On Point Network TV.tv. So to find me, you gotta learn how to spell my name. So if you want to find me, you just gotta learn how to spell my name.
Okay.
I learned. I learned. I learned.
I know, Dennis.
I learned. Yeah.
I just have one of those names that people will never spell right or pronounce right unless you know me.
Well, go ahead and spell it, lady. Spell it for us.
Delendra, which is Delendra. TarsaVena, TarsaVena. You can find me on all social media with that name, either one of them.
Okay. Delendra TarsaVena.
Yes, ma'am.
Vena, V as in Victor, E and A.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. We got it.
Please do not be sending her nothing inappropriate to you guys that be liking to sit in those DPs out there. No DPs in her DM, all right?
Please don't.
Yes, no DPs in her DM. She ain't say she wanted some DPs. She said she wanted to get married.
Exactly.
But again, everybody, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Want to thank Mr. Lindra from the Onpoint Network for coming. I'm not fault today. This is
Yes.
the morning.
I was going to
Just
say,
coming out this morning. Yeah. This is Mr. Lindra from the Onpoint Network. I am Dennis Holmes. This is Sharon Mullen. This is the Side Jawn. Please check us out next week, 10 a.m. every Saturday. Thank y'all very much. God
Bye,
bless. Good
everybody.
night.
Bye, everybody.